Hey, I'm Max. This is Bender. Welcome to the Max Bender's podcast.
What's up, guys? Yeah. I know we decided to drop the episode last night, but we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We
apparently, so if you use these microphones,
before you tell them that, tell them whose idea it was to use the microphones.
yours.
Wasn't mine.
So it was definitely his.
Tell them who brought the microphones.
I brought the microphones, but it was your idea.
You could have left them at home if
So-
you didn't like the idea. Go on.
See what I'm
go,
dealing with?
go.
So, anyways, you hook one up, works just fine. You hook two up, no audio for some reason. So we did a 57-minute throwcast last night with zero audio.
For
Just a
nothing.
bunch of lip syncing.
And at first it wasn't that bad. And then we're standing out there and Max kind of frantically trying to find the audio. And he says, we wasted 57 minutes of our life. And that just made it so much worse once he put that into perspective for me. So that's where we're at.
Truth sucks, dude.
Anyway. So we wanted to do this first episode and tell you guys why we're doing this and what we're going to do with the podcast, and give you a little bit of background on us. And on that note, and in the spirit of getting this over with, so we can finally get it posted, Mackenzie, tell them your throwing journey.
My throwing journey,
Your
like
throwing
what got
journey.
me started and all that.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
what's written right there on the itinerary on the wall that they can't see that I told you we were going to do first? Do that one.
Got this thing?
Yeah. That's what we're going to talk about.
Max throwing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's me.
That it.
So I was looking for something to do that wasn't as expensive as shooting sports. I was in a lot of shooting sports. I was racing ATVs, stuff like that. All that stuff got really, really expensive into, 2016, 17, 18, around that area.
You
So
should have gotten like a hobby that like showed you where you were learning something technical,
like technical support or
like
something like
tech.
that.
Yeah. So I don't know, future problems wouldn't happen. But go on.
So I was looking for something to do. I mean, the only thing to really do in my hometown is, play softball or go to the bar and drink. Neither one of those sounded like super appealing to me at the time. So I was looking for something to do, and I went to Main Street Axe in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And that's kind of where I got my start. And embarrassing enough, my very first league, went through the whole league season, did really well, came to the tournament playoff at the end to determine the winner, and I dropped every single axe on the ground. My very first tournament, I was the first one out. It was pretty embarrassing.
That sounds embarrassing.
But I made sure
glad
that
that
didn't
didn't
happen again.
I'm glad it didn't happen to me. Silver lining.
I think it did one time.
It actually
So,
did. Yeah.
So, that kind of sparked everything for me. Ended up qualifying for a couple world championships and went to the WATL, ESPN highlighted world championships, and they were pretty cool. Got to meet a lot of cool people over there. The knife throwing deal. The WATL started WKTL, and then that kind of stemmed over into me finding this whole Ichtov and Blade Aces world. I found Danger on TikTok, my kid. He said, hey, I was starting to do some axe throwing trick shots and stuff like that, and he was like, you should put your stuff on TikTok, and I'm like, that's for kids. And then one day I was like, you know what?
Well, the kids.
I'm gonna try.
I mean, TikTok is busting. It's
Yeah,
a term I learned from the
as
kids.
they
on that.
say.
Yeah, it's a very busting app. We use it a lot now, and I love it. So go on.
But my first time signing into the app was cool enough. Brandon Danger. He was the first video that popped up on my TikTok feed, and
Happy late
crazy.
birthday, Danger.
Yes.
We said it yesterday.
Yes,
but
we did say
we
that yesterday.
didn't get the audio. Go on.
So it was wild, because it was one of his older videos where he's in his shed in the backyard when he lived in town,
Right.
and he had to throw over the rafters and shit,
Right.
He's got the skateboard laying on the ground. He's got a ring in his hand. He's just standing there, and he's like, and he's got the ring, and I'm like, what's he going to do with that? I've only seen a little bit of knife throwing at this point. I didn't even know anything about knife throwing trick shots.
Right.
This guy slams this 2-inch ring down on the skateboard, hits the other end of it, launches it up into the target, quick no spin stick, and my mind was blown. And I was like, dude, I want to be able to do that. That's cool as shit.
Danger does some ridiculous stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Like I mentioned it yesterday. They'll take a leaf blower, stick a can in there, and blow the can towards the target and pin it to the target, which I thought was awesome. Another one, the one where he's laying down and he's throwing straight up.
Yes, and pinning a can on the ceiling.
Somebody would have found me dead in my shed. Somebody would have found me stabbed by myself.
He did tell me that was one of the most dangerous trick shots he's ever done.
Yeah, I believe that. But yeah, man, he's got so much innovative and awesome stuff.
Yeah. The dude throwing out of his truck, drove his truck into his range and was throwing through the window.
That
did a can stick.
Yeah, he flipped it over the truck. That was a good one too.
That was epic.
That was awesome. That one, I just thought of that. It gave me goosebumps. That was a good one.
But yeah, that's what got me into the whole thing. And then Brandon, the Danger, sorry, he has been a huge knife throwing mentor to me my entire career. And I mean, a lot of you guys know me, know where I've been, what I've done, all the tournaments I've been to, everything, and you guys have seen my progression. So you guys know, the ones that know, and the ones that don't know are probably about to see it.
The ones that don't are, about to find out, I guess. Also the speed knives.
Oh,
talk about speed knives.
Yeah. That was really cool. So what was that? 2025. I went around to all of the tournaments and just beating my own record by one knife every single tournament. It was the funniest thing. And then I had somebody discredit some world record attempts that I had.
We won't name any names.
Yeah, we're not going to name any names.
We won't. He will, apparently.
So anyhow, he said it's not necessarily a world record because over in across the pond they do it from 3 meters. So I was like, okay, I'll move back 3 feet and turn the knife around and try it. And he says, okay, good luck. So I went to Danger Fest and I did it. I beat the previous world record of 26 knives in 20 seconds with 31 knives in 20 seconds at 3 meters. And yeah, that's a big deal for me. And I was hoping to get some kind of appreciation for that from a certain individual. And I did not, however, but I don't have to worry about that anymore because I removed him from my life.
So. Yeah, he probably just knew you personally and understood the kind of human being you were.
I don't know.
That's why he did what he did, because I'm almost to that point.
Well, I saved some of the messages. It's different coming from you.
Yeah. True, because I do it regularly.
But anyways, like I've traveled around. I've went to Canada and competed. I've been all over the United States and competed. I've been to multiple tournaments, met amazing people, very amazing people. I've got to meet some amazing knife makers and just amazing individuals that aren't even like necessarily into knife throwing as much as we are, but go because they think that we're very cool people. You know what I mean? All of us, not me and Axebender necessarily. That's not what I meant by that. Right. All of us, the whole knife throwing community. And that's another reason why we're doing this podcast, is to kind of highlight everybody in the community as a whole, because the whole knife throwing community is why we are so in love with this and why we are doing this right now.
Right. It's just kind of our you guys know, our way to give back and try to spotlight everybody, because we knew how much that validation mattered to us when we were first starting out. And if we sound lethargic, I do apologize. Again, we've already gone through all this, so yeah. if it feels like this is rehearsed, it's because we had rehearsal last night,
almost twice.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all you got on that.
Yeah. Let's talk about you and kind of what got you into the whole
Okay.
axe and knife throwing gig.
So I started throwing to relieve depression and anxiety my whole life. I grew up feeling like I wasn't good at anything. I played sports, and when I say played sports, I mean I was on the team. I didn't really play, so I didn't really have that like Mac did, that whole competitive thing. That never. I actually hated competition up until I started competing in this. I did not like competition, and I grew up with my brother. My brother's good at everything he touches. Every single thing that my brother picks up, he's good at. And I always thought, well, now I need to have a thing. Never had a thing. So I just went outside and started throwing stuff at a tree, and I was like, man, that feels good. I like that.
Felt better then, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt a lot better. And then some of them actually started to stick, by accident, mind you. And I was throwing as bad as a lot of people is. I'm not going to give my opinion on it one way or another. I was throwing at a live tree.
Dude, let me touch on that for a minute. Your throw when we first met,
holy,
it was shit.
It was like
the most aggressive throw I've ever seen.
It was like it was like Ray Charles with a slingshot, though.
Yeah, it was going.
Yeah,
splitting fucking log rounds,
and it's still aggressive depending on what I'm doing. If I'm just throwing, just vibing, as the kids say. If I'm just throwing, it's still violent like that. If I'm competing, I've gotten to the point where I can kind of take a little bit of that out. And that was always my biggest bad habit.
He's very angry.
That's my secret. It's like the Incredible Hulk. I told you last night, I'm always angry. So the Incredible Hulk. It was my way to get some stress out, and stuff like that. So then I got comfortable enough, because first I didn't want to post anything online, because I was like, man, people are going to think I'm look like an idiot out here. And I did, but,
Same.
and we still do, but we've gotten comfortable with it at this point.
We have a few good hits here and there, but most of them are fails.
Yeah. So I started eventually posting them online, and it took me years before I posted in like the groups and stuff. But you find that this community, there's a lot of people that do this. They're just very spread out. And you start to find that with the social media throwers, online throwers. And then I met them, and a lot of them were so nice. Obviously any there's going to be bad people everywhere, just mean people, asshole people everywhere.
Asshole people. Dickheads.
Yeah. That's Mac apparently has coined that term. There are going to be those people in every community, but the amount of good people outweigh that tenfold. And they were so supportive and nice to me, I'm sure, because they were in the same position at some point, or at that point were in the same position that I was in, and were just so nice to me. And I finally, me and Mac, we kind of met through what I call circus throwing.
Well, we met on TikTok first,
right? Yeah, but we met like in person, and then I went to
that was our first time meeting, the Kansas City throw.
Yeah, and then I went to Ohio with him at Throwhio Game of Throws, and going.
That
there.
was your first big Blade Aces throw I took you to, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my first.
Yeah,
that was my first competition period in this.
Yeah.
I had instructed for years, but I had never competed in any sort of environment. I had never competed. So Blade Aces, that first Blade Aces Game of Throws in Ohio was mine, and I went thinking, I've been throwing for years. I'm really good at this. And I was not really good at this. And I did not do good. And one of my favorites.
You were ultra confident when you got there.
Dude, I was so confident. I was ready to go.
You didn't talk for probably an hour and a half on the way home.
I was so confident. I was, my soul was crushed. It was a very, very quiet ride home. And One of my favorite stories from that is when the quick draw competition for that. I actually won a couple of times, and it's my first time doing that. And so I'm thinking, man, this is it. Maybe I'm really good at this. And I went up against Miss Amy, and I'm thinking, I got her. This, no problem. I got her. I didn't know Miss Amy. And she says,
She's a sleeper, dude.
I'm not. She says, I'm not fast, but I'm accurate, and and that's all it took to get in my head.
She was there rent free.
Because in my head I thought, oh no, I'm just fast, and sure enough, the next two throws went directly into the dirt and under the targets, and not only that,
we had to stop everything so he could go behind and find his knife.
Not only that, I believe she got third place in quick draw that year.
Yeah,
and I was watching her stand on the podium, and I was like, that would have been me right there.
I was just thinking about this last night. The funny thing that led up to that whole deal right there, and led up to that just boost of confidence that she had. She kicked my ass the match right before that.
Yeah. I remember that.
She beat me.
Yeah, I do remember.
She put me in the B bracket.
Yeah,
and it was because I was doing my scout draw.
Yeah,
and I was trying to go fast,
trying to look pretty instead of being efficient.
Oh yeah,
which I get, but I'm not doing it in that aspect.
She got me. She got me, and then went on and got Christian too.
Yeah,
and got third place.
That's probably where I learned to be better.
I'm pretty sure that was her first podium finish. In fast draw.
I'm pretty sure that's where I learned to be better at you than fast draw, was by watching this anime.
He was attempting.
No, at the time
in his head.
Today,
on his way home,
I'm the fastest man in this room, and there's no one behind the camera, so I'm the fastest man.
Danger's right there. Just kidding.
he's not. Like, he'd be right here. There's a pile of wood right there. But yeah, that was kind of my thing, and then I got bit by the competition bug, and the reason I don't do money payouts when I do my competitions here, I buy the belts because the belts are cool, but I would rather have that shows that I was good that day than someone hand me $100. You can shovel snow and get $100. And I wanted something that I could go to my son eventually. And I almost cried at this part last time. I almost did it again. It was better than last night. I wanted something. I wanted something to be able to show my son in the future that almost lost it there. That I was good at something.
Right, Dad.
So that's why it mattered to me so much. And now we both travel around and compete at a professional level. For the most part, I'm still amateur knife.
And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of what I did too was to show my kids what they were capable of. If they put their mind to it, they can do anything.
Yeah, especially because they've both got like 10 inches on you as far as height goes. I mean, everybody's got
those kids are monsters.
Everybody's got like 4 or 5 on you.
I'm a friggin' gnome.
But yeah, we were hanging targets yesterday. And he goes, it should be right about here. And he kind of points at his neck.
It's his navel.
And I was like, dude, to me, it's down here. So I was like, no, it needs to be up here. We kind of got a happy medium.
Short, dude. I guess I'm the right height for getting Achilles.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're down there. You'd be the pick. You'd be my pick to do that. Yeah, for sure. 100%. On that, we're gonna probably move on to our next topic here. Actually, no. Let's do our first sponsor. We need to do our first sponsor. Prince Steel Knives is one of the sponsors of this show. We both compete with Prince Steel knives, tomahawks. It's just the best maker that you can find. You're not going to find anybody better than Prince. Really, he's top of the line.
Yes,
and just a good human being. So
there's not enough good things to say about that guy.
There's not enough good things to say about that. He stole that line from me. I said it last night.
Well, it's mine now.
That was my thing.
We've rehearsed this enough.
Yeah. Also, I have a local sponsor here. Little Italy is one of our local sponsors here in Mina. Great Italian food. They got a pizza, $10.99, 2-topping pizza, large, It fed us. We still
we
had
went there
some
last
left
night. It
over.
was
Yeah, we went there
delicious.
last night.
Mr. Tom's cool, dude.
Mr. Tom is
I like
very
that
cool.
guy.
I love Mr. Tom. So yeah, if you guys are in town, go to Little Italy. You won't be disappointed.
No.
Tell them I sent you. On that note, we can get back to our next thing. Or do you want to jump in and do both the sponsors at the same time, like I said specifically we weren't going to last night?
No, I'm going to wait till you get halfway through this, and then I'm going to dive in there.
Cool. I like that.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the World Championship coming up on Labor Day, which Mackenzie is one of the 12 golden ticket winners.
Fortunately,
one of the gold ticket winners for that event, for that World Championship.
and dude, crazy story on that whole thing. Not a lot of people know about it. I mean, there's certain people that do, but Danger had first pick out of the whole thing. Rick picked Danger first, and Danger got.
Oh, you're going to tell him about when he picked me, and then I'm busy that weekend.
Yeah. He was like, I really like Christian,
yeah.
but he's like, you're so much faster than Christian.
He
He's
didn't
like,
say that.
I've got to bring you.
He didn't say that.
So he called me and he brought me on. So Danger picked me, dude, and I cannot tell you how. I've got no words for it. The honor in that choice, dude. I'm beside myself, and to be picked top 12 and to be able to go compete
from around the world. This isn't just isn't just in the United States. This is around the world. There are people from Indonesia, UK,
Thailand,
Warner
Langmuller, dude. I cannot wait to meet this guy.
Right.
Currently holds the rotational world record.
Right, and he's one of those guys that
I think it's like 284 or something like that. And that's out of 300.
He's another one of those guys that you watch him online and he's so good. Surgical. Another line that you're going to steal from our
mine.
I was just about to say surgical because I said it last night.
I beat him to it.
If anybody wants to be a podcast host, we have an opening.
No, I have an opening.
You won't be able to figure out the technical stuff behind it, buddy.
Just the microphone. So just get somebody to run the microphone.
He's so good, such a good thrower, and he's going to be one of the 12 people chosen with Mac and Danger, and Paul Macaroon, I think, is one of the other ones. JW. Nanad.
Yeah. Some Serbia. Yeah.
Good job, you got that one right.
Yeah.
Attaboy. And I did the dates. I did the dates, Travis, for the World Championship because we both know this guy will get it wrong.
Yeah.
So
just tell me where to go. I'll be there. For Pete's sakes.
So people from around the world that are coming to this thing. It's not just the United States. So it's going to be a very big deal there in Vegas. Rick Lindbergh, the one that's starting it, doing all of it, also opening the museum there, the throwing museum.
Thank you, Rick, for bringing the World Championship back.
Yes.
For most of you that don't know, Ward Wright recently retired from hosting the ICTOF World Championships. I was fortunate enough to go to the last one that he hosted in 2025, and it was awesome. Miss that dude.
And that was in Canada.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Pembroke, Ontario.
Man, and imagine the climate. How much warmer it's going to be. It's going to be great.
Man, the black flies and the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I would not go back to that. That sucked.
You came to Arkansas. If you're afraid of mosquitoes, then
I guess they'll carry away a baby down here, won't they?
Yeah. Well, they actually fly pretty high. They probably don't even know.
Go right over the top of me. I'm
don't
good.
even know you're down there.
No big deal.
And now we'll do. Now, why don't you do our second sponsor?
Second sponsor. Okay.
Yes.
Our second sponsor is Nobody Knife Works. Dude, this guy, he makes some very affordable equipment. You can buy a full set of knives, full set of hawks, rotational no spin, and you can go to your first tournament for about $300. I mean, you can buy like a full set of knives from Nobody for about $100. I thought.
Yeah, I was going to say a full set. Yeah, for $100.
Yeah.
He's very affordable. Very affordable for sure.
So I mean, as far as like an entry level, that's a great one to get into. Now, once you're into it and you want some really good equipment, that's where I recommend Prince Steel for sure. I mean, because nothing against Nobody Knife Works, but Lewis's stuff is top notch. I mean, it's made out of 1095. It's heat treated. He personally heat treats everything, hand grinds everything himself. I mean,
Right.
it's his attention to detail on everything is mind blowing. I've been to his place and I've seen sets of 80 to 100 knives, and you can pick each one of them up no matter where in the lineup, and they all look the same. They're nothing deviates.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, he's-
but Nobody Knife Works.
Another good person.
Mark he's awesome.
I don't know if he wants his government name out there. He's pretty quiet.
Not Mark.
This is why he wouldn't be looking for a new podcast. I would. This is why.
I'm looking for a co-host. This guy. So our other sponsors, Fort Scott Munitions, they have backed us for 2 years now. They have made sure that we have enough gas money to get to these tournaments wherever we're going. They're awesome. If you're ever in Fort Scott, you can look them up on Facebook, Instagram.
And they have an online store as well.
Yes, they have an online
so
store.
I know there's
they
a lot
have Tumble On Impact Ammunition is their specialty.
There's a lot of people around Polk County that will most likely use that information.
It's
So-
it's good. It's good stuff. I shoot a lot of their ammunition.
And,
What else? What else do you want to touch on here?
We still got to do the. You see the one thing on there that we haven't talked about yet. It's like dealing with my 5-year-old.
The traveling circus.
Nope, talked about that.
That's your deal.
Hey, you see World Championship?
Yeah,
You
just
see
talked
directly
about
underneath World Championship?
that. What's that say? Thrower of the
So
month?
one thing we're going to talk about first, thrower of the week or trick shot of the week.
Thrower of the year.
Thrower of the year is
What? No,
that says month right there.
You can't even read. So, anyways,
He
we've
wrote
got
it.
thrower of the month and thrower of the week.
Yeah.
You want to tell them
No,
about
we don't have throw of the see.
You want
see
to tell
what
them about thrower of the
we
month?
don't have throw of the week. We have trick shot of the week. This is why you're not in charge. This is why I would be looking for a new podcast host. This is why. This is why.
He's so angry.
Trick shot of the week. So
Careful.
we're going to pick a few people each week, somebody that does something super cool, and we're going to post it and plug it into the video so you guys can see it.
So if you see somebody do something cool, tag us in.
Right.
Tag the podcast,
tag the
in it and we'll
podcast.
check it out.
And Mac's going to go first on that. And don't pick the pick that I had last night. Now that you know what picks that I made, go, which is something you would do.
Dude, Jericho is my pick. He sent me a video the other day that was just awesome. He had a sheath in the front, sheath in the back, scout style. First throw, boom, smokes a can, immediately picks up another can, back to back. Sheath in the front, sheath in the back, fast draw. That was absolutely impressive to me, dude. I'm super proud of you. You haven't been throwing that long. And to be able to pull something like that off and make it look as smooth as you did, rad. Dude,
Yeah.
that's super cool.
Yeah,
Super cool.
Jericho's so talented. He does
Sweet,
awesome
sweet
stuff.
baby Jericho.
Yeah,
dude, I love him.
such a good human being. He does so many things. It's crazy to see the progression that he's made as fast as he's made it. As well.
Dude, and his artwork that he puts together, his video clips, dude,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to edit for us, or maybe be a podcast host? And we're gonna drop that. We're gonna drop that trick shot video right here, and then we're gonna pick it right back up here. So let's
that was talk about your
mine.
pick.
Mine, which we were sitting there in Little Italy, and I was scrolling through social media after we dropped our little intro, and mine warmed my heart and made me very happy. Jamie, I'm gonna let you pronounce her last name. I looked it up.
Why do
Let
you
me
have
try
me do
again.
that?
I'm sorry, Jamie.
Yeah, we're gonna butcher this.
It's the worst. Went to the wrong one. Why I couldn't find it. Weiserman. What? Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
What? Jamie. Miss Jamie.
Danger Lights woman.
Miss Jamie.
Super proud of you, dude.
Miss Jamie. That's better. You're more than Danger Lights woman. You're Miss Jamie. I've got her first can pin last night, and that is my vote for trick shot of the week. Warmed my heart, made me very happy to see.
Awesome throwing, dude.
She did it for Danger's birthday. Very, very cool, very awesome. Now people are gonna lump you in with the trick shot peasants like us.
Yeah. Welcome to the Goon Squad.
Yeah. The other thing, thrower of the month. This is the award that actually has ramifications and prizes on the line. Thrower of the month. We're each going to pick a thrower of the month. Then we are going to throw it to you guys. We're going to put a poll up for probably the entire month.
Yep.
Or I guess January just ended. We could do thrower of January, where we could do count January as the January's thrower of the month. And we'll do a poll on this. I'll pick a person, Mac will pick a person, we'll put our two people up there, and you guys will be able to go and either comment, or if I can figure it out, how to do the legitimate poll thing.
Yeah.
Comment whatever, who you think it should be between those two people, which both of them would have deserved it at that point, but you guys are going to decide, so it's not left up to us.
Yeah, we're already choosing one, so
Right.
we're going to leave the other one up to you guys.
Right. And we, like I said, our sponsors were nice enough to donate some prizes, or a prize to
Yes.
the winner of that. So that's something that we're appreciative of as well. We appreciate that.
So much. Dude.
to be able to-
there's so many good people
Yeah.
in this community.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep hanging out with you, but there's a lot
Or
of good
you.
people. A lot of good people.
Dirty hippie.
On that note, guys, I think we're done. I think we're done here. We still got my marathon league we got to do today. You got anything else?
No,
No,
not for now.
Give them your socials. Tell them where to find you. All that
Um,
good stuff.
dude,
all that podcast stuff.
if you wanna check out my socials and see my Fast Draw Friday videos that I put together, Max Stoughton, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, across the board. Very
Right.
simple.
Right.
The Throwcast, you can check it out. Same places. The Max Benders Throwcast.
Right.
We're also going to post this on Spotify, right?
Yeah. That'll be the main
Yeah.
place. Hopefully, if we do this right, it all depends on what we can figure out technologically. But yeah, that's where they can find you, my stuff. Facebook, it'll be the Wash Till Action Ale page, my business page here. Excuse me. Instagram at the Axe Bender, TikTok at the Axe Bender. All the places, and like Max said, tried to stump through all the podcast pages, the Max Bender's Throwcast, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. We've got a TikTok. I'm locked out of it, but you guys can go follow it still, maybe.
And who's the technical one?
On that note, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your support, and we will see you guys when we do the next one, hopefully next week.